Well, here we are. I doubt there's anyone in Sao Paulo who's unaware of this match. The build-up has been so fervent, so fanatical, and the expectations are reaching fever pitch. It is Corinthians versus Palmeiras, and it is going to be quite the showdown. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, he's gone for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Messi probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter. Well, when I look at a team sheet, Peter, I pick out the leaders, and the leader on this team sheet for me is El Leon.
Oh yeah, the Lion, Rafa Marquez, a genuinely fearsome defender.
And a very nimble-footed player too. I mean, he can pass a ball properly.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Pelé. Pelé! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And he's stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Palmeiras penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Corinthians finding their passes. Gattuso. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Palmeiras leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And it's made its way to him. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pelé. Nicely aimed pass. Van Dijk, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Hullet. And it's Edmilson. Corinthians trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Now the cross.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Gattuso. He's tried one! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now it's Messi. And he's whipped it. He's got full. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now they can spring out of defence. Pelé does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Hullet. Now it's Mbappe. Zola. That's a cute ball. It's beautifully weighted. He's in a great position here. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And he's got the beat. There's the shot! It's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now this could be a chance. And he's there to get it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Difera. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Xavi Alonso. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Palmeiras clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Stood up well to him there. And that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. This looks promising, and he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick. Has a shot! It's hit the crossbar!
Minuto de acréscimo.
Pull it. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Pelé. And this is Zola. Not the most convincing of passes. There's the whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break. You can be sure of that. Palmeiras in control at half-time, 2-0. That's the start of another 45 minutes. Pelé. It's good running with the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Big chance! Gattuso. And it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. They're not going to make any further progress now. Turan. Pelé. Kaká demonstrating his defensive quality there. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Edmilson, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Marquez, that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pelé under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
He came in hard, very hard. Kaká with the foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 5, camisa 11. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 77, camisa 9,
Nicely shaped ball.
Alexandre
Has
Pato.
been cut short. Well, it looked promising for a moment. And Messi! Yes, it's there! Just one goal in it now. Game on!
Público presente na partida de hoje,
Corinthians get themselves back into
62.005
contention.
Oh, what
espectadores.
a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Palmeiras are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Oh, this looks sharp. Referee has just said play on. Pele. Hullet. Oh, good read. Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Another big chance that gets away.
Palmeiras really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de
Played into the box. Climbs up big! They've done it! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Palmeiras take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Zola. Nicely spread. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tato. He is through here. He's being urged to shoot. And Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And big chance! Must be! Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And they are cruising away. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest.
It's Eto! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Substituição
Changes then
em
in quick
andamento.
succession. Shevchenko. Palmeiras have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And here's Hullet. And he's in on goal. Chance! It goes to show he is human after all. Into the last 5 minutes. Palmeiras clearly now in lead preservation mode. Pirlo. Pele. Now it's Pele. It's a really well-measured ball. Wriggles his way through. He's gone away. Now then the ball's... Oh, he's been caught napping. That's been drilled in. Safely in the keeper's hands.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
There will be 4 extra minutes. And the shot! It's in! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So is this the start of a comeback? Marquez spots it, and that will be it. Palmeiras can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, here we are. I doubt there's anyone in Sao Paulo who's unaware of this match. The build-up has been so fervent, so fanatical, and the expectations are reaching fever pitch. It is Corinthians versus Palmeiras, and it is going to be quite the showdown. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
As you can see, we've already started here. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. A game this so far beyond the ordinary. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Nothing but absolute focus in the eyes of Gennaro Gattuso, Jim, and no doubt he will be relishing every part of the battle.
Yeah, the very epitome of competitiveness and relentlessness. I mean, he's a real menace in every sense of the word. If you're on the ball...
And a chance! Oh, it's hit the post!
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Lovely pass, but can he get... And the finish! It's in! The breakthrough strike! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Palmeiras have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And Hollins! He's got away with one there. Marquez. It's Thuram. Mbappe. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Played out wide. Messi! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Marquez. It's Xabi Alonso. And it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. Pele. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pato. And he's had it nicked away. Tries to pass it through. Nicely intercepted. Xabi Alonso, and he's forced to go back. Thuram is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. That's definitely not his best. Played into space. Nicely worked. And he's taking no chances there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That has been slung Knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe. And that's a throw. Turan. Pirlo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nicely weighted ball. Great defending, strong and determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Edmilson. Palmeiras looking to go into the break. 1-0. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Palmeiras are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Kaká.
Foram indicados
And
2
that's another
minutos de
good win of the ball.
acréscimo.
Edmilson. Pirlo looking to penetrate opposition lines. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This possibly the last play of the half. Gets his head on it! And we hit half-time. So your views on the first half?
Palmeiras really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Palmeiras ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 19.
And we're underway again.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa
For a moment you
90.
felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Tries to play it through. Oh, it shapes to shoot! Gattuso. Eto'o.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Corinthians looking to pass their way through. Shot could be on. Bullet. And Edmilson. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Gattuso. And it's Pirlo. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the run. Chance! Yes! Right back in the game! beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Corinthians get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Público presente
that is
na
pretty much the
partida
end
de
of that.
hoje. 60.810 espectadores.
Good read, needed to be. Now he's got space here. Maldini, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Pele is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Xabi Alonso has created one goal already. Decent chance! He has done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're
Aos
dazed.
24 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador.
Palmeiras take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Gullit. Engages and forces him off the ball. Gattuso. Mbappe.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Eto. Pato. That's going to go a long way. Played it back. Now it's Mbappe. And he shoots! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
That's a lovely pass. Kaka.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Edmilson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Just eases him off the ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Zola. Palmeiras clearly now in lead preservation mode. And here's Mbappe. And it's Gullit. Mbappe! Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Pele voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections.
Palmeiras really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So the gloves are off as two of Sao Paulo's biggest beasts prepare to do battle. Corinthians and Palmeiras have plenty of history, plenty of titles and silverware between them. You can just feel the electricity in the air here. This is one highly charged occasion. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. This familiar tale ready to be retold. Great vision. Mbappe is carrying after that one. Bullet. No, that's been intercepted. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Xabi Alonso. Pato. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pato. Knocks it into space. Mbappe. Oh, sweet feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That looks a cracking ball. Good read, needed to be. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Palmeiras clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Kelly! They've got to be quick to recover this. Marquez deals with that comfortably. He's only too happy to take that back. Oh, that's clever. Well, that's a good ball. Oh, Mbappe!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Looking for a runner. That's a cute ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's put paid to a promising move. Corinthians looking to pass their way through. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Applies the finish! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Still 0-0. Pele quietly revving up. Marquez. Oh, it's not gone well. Nice looking ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Eto receives it in a wide position. And that has left him in a heap. Xabi Alonso. Zola. And it's Gullit. Can he get on the end of this? And he welcomes it in. Real chance! It's in! And Palmeiras score first! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up zipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Palmeiras have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. It's a sharp pass. Can he get it through? Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He's ended up in no man's land. And the through ball, this interception, his positioning was spot on. Palmeiras are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Zola gets into a good position. Nice control. Great defending, strong and determined. Albert Ferrer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gullit touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Neto.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pirlo, ambitious ball here. Turan kept his eye on it, and he's there. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Palmeiras can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Here we go again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. And it's Gullit. He's free. He has got space. That's good play. It's made its way to him. Gattuso defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Mbappe. Corinthians look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Now it's Mbappe. Plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Pato, and he's on his way. Oh, the Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, that was never going to make it. Being still separated by the game's only goal. That's beautifully weighted. Marquez makes the interception. Turan. Your impression so far, Jim?
Público presente na partida de hoje, 60.332 espectadores.
They're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Mbappe. Xavi Alonso. And he's intervened well there.
Corinthians really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Zola is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zola showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Pele! Corinthians can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
He's had a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Oh, this isn't the best.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de
Chasing after it.
camisa 11.
Now it's Shevchenko.
Camisa 19.
And the shot's on here.
Camisa 8.
Looking for the run.
Camisa
Nice
77.
interception, well timed.
Teremos uma
Palmeiras
substituição.
clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Bebeto. And here's Sola. Tries a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And that would have won it.
Shevchenko really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Substituição.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Palmeiras have little doubt that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Rui Costa. Palmeiras leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance! Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box.
Palmeiras have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
I think we're just about done here. Zola threads one in. That's a nicely shaped ball. And Bebeto! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Palmeiras with the corner. They're first. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, good-looking ball.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbappe is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Skillfully cut it. And that will be the final act. Palmeiras have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Well, how will we look back on that?
Palmeiras really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So the gloves are off as two of Sao Paulo's biggest beasts prepare to do battle. Corinthians and Palmeiras have plenty of history, plenty of titles and silverware between them. You can just feel the electricity in the air here. This is one highly charged occasion. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. So it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
As you can see, we've already started here. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. A game this so far beyond the ordinary. Pull it. Pelé. Great chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Palmeiras penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's an imaginative pass. Marquez deals with that comfortably. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Kaka conjures time and space where few can. And it's Pato. Edmilson. Tries to pass it through. Pirlo. It's good pressing, squeezing the play. Kaka. Now it's Pato. Pull it. Threads one in. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Little doubt, that is a foul. There could be trouble here. And for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Peter, they upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting. Face to face with the keeper. Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Maldini. He's on it, can he get away? Back in possession and ready to go again. Good ball over the top. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Hullet. Mbappe! He's going for goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. Dispatched clinically. And they get themselves in front. He won't get many simpler than that, but but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Probing pass. Dink through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, super! It's Pele! He's got a goal! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. You don't keep those out. He knew. He just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Palmeiras go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Mbappe. Hullet. Palmeiras have hit a quick-fire double here and
Foram
are firmly in
indicados 2
control of
minutos de
3-1.
acréscimo.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Palmeiras head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. That's the start of another 45 minutes. Bullet. That is good alertness. Mbappe. Now Pirlo. Played into space. And Dijk promptly onto that. And that is that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
We expected better, and so did he. Now it's Pato. Gattuso. Mbappe! We've got a goal! The second half off to a spectacular start. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Corinthians get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Maldini. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Kaka did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Maldini. And here's Mbappe. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Eto.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 60.332
Eto will
espectadores.
try cutting inside here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, they put it back in a hurry. Pull it. Now it's Mbappe. That looks a cracking ball. And the shots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
Palmeiras with their
Camisa
first corner.
22.
First in the game for either side, actually.
Camisa 9. Alexandre Pato.
Marquez gets it
Camisa
away.
5. Camisa
Corinthians
90.
are looking to go
Camisa
forward now.
18. Deixando o campo.
He is through here.
Camisa 8.
Zola.
Camisa
Gonna be
11.
disappointed with that.
Camisa 19. Camisa 17. Camisa
Steaming on goalwards. He's having a shot! And he's in on goal. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Marquez gets across to intercept that. Pele, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Best. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Mbappe. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, that's a fine interception. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Hullet. Thuram. Corinthians can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Pele, pinches it off him.
Palmeiras clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Pele, takes the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rui Costa. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Substituição.
And this is the big chance.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Good read, needed to be. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely aimed pass. Best. Can he finish? It's got in! They have stolen level at the last! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Oh no, this does not look good. And that has been cleared. 4 extra minutes added on. Rafinha, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Over to the left. Well seen, saw that coming. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Pelé happy to bask in the accolades from all around, the stage most certainly his. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim.